13 finals appearances, 11 championship rings. How many game winner highlights have you seen from Bill Russell? Now, y'all not finna pitch me that every single game was just a blowout. His whole career going through the playoffs, every game was a blowout, and it wasn't necessarily that he hit a game winner. He made it to 13, won 11. They made Jerry West the logo, and that man is 1 of 8 in finals appearances. But y'all, never mind. Y'all not ready to have a conversation. I want to start off with this. This is not the GOAT debate. I don't care if you believe LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan is the best out of the three. I could care less. If you choose to put something in the comments, talk to somebody else in the comments or your mama. I don't care. I open with this. I only sit before you because of one thing and one thing only. I have been on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and a man has been crucified for doing something that he has done over the last 17 years. Why? Because he did not do it like those that came before him. Where the hell is it written, damn, that you had to do something exactly like those that came before you for it to count? Where the hell is it written that LeBron James has to do it exactly like Kobe Bryant would have done it, or exactly like Michael Jordan would have done it? That's what y'all keep telling me. So where is it that is the only way to do it? The only way to achieve merit for it, the only way that it could possibly get done. Did MJ and Kobe not have other players to hit game winners for them in their playoff career? Now I understand the implications might have been slightly different because this is a closeout game, but is it not safe to say that series were won or clinched by other players that they played with? Some of y'all will try to destroy my credibility by saying, oh, he's too young to remember, so he's just talking. But I have a legitimate question. Is John Paxson and Steve Kerr not on the books for game-winning shots or clutch shots in the playoffs for Michael while they played for the Chicago Bulls? When y'all keep telling me what Jordan would have done or could have done, I last checked at least minimum 2 players have game-winning or clutch shots for the Chicago Bulls while they played their tenure with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Big Shot Bob, is Robert Horry not on the books for making those same shots Paxson and Kerr made with the Los Angeles Lakers while Shaq and Kobe, 2 of the 50 greatest players of all time, more than likely in your book 2 of the top 10 players of all time, but they deferred or gave the ball or passed the ball to the open man or the guy that got paid to make those shots? Is that not an issue? Now, don't quote me on this one, but I do remember Gasol having a game winner against the Suns. Now, I am not 100% whether or not that was the playoffs, but I do remember it. That's all that matters. Now, I remember an interview that Charles Barkley, the round mound rebound, did where he said that if it came down to the last shot, it was him. He didn't want nobody else taking that shot. He was going to take that shot. Let me ask you something. How did it work out for Charles? How many rings he got? How many finals appearances? Okay, all right, I got you. How many finals MVPs? So let me ask you something. Make it make sense. How do you make a man take a shot and that automatically means he's going to win the game? Oh, well, some of y'all have said that we never said it automatically means he's going to win the game. I just want him to take the shot. Why? Do you have statistical evidence to prove why it's better for him to take the shot? Now, for those or anybody that found statistical evidence not supporting their argument of LeBron taking the last shot, but something that proves statistically why the superstar should take the last shot, drop it in the comments. I'll go through, I'll read it. As long as I can verify it or I can get to you to lead me to how you got to this evidence, I will apologize to you specifically with no issue. For everybody else, I want to ask you something. Is that how you raise your kid? Now, I know y'all thinking to yourselves, he's beelining, he has completely lost us, the liquor has finally hit him. No, I promise you I am on topic. If you are a mother or father, aspire to be a mother or father, or in the actions of becoming a mother and father right now watching this video, I'm going to ask you one question. When your kids come to you one day and say, hey, mom, dad, why do I approach this situation in the manner of which you told me to approach it? Will you simply reply, oh, that's how this guy or that guy did it back in the day? Or will you have a logical and rational answer? The simple answer of, oh, hey, that's how I would like you to do it is going to be questioned. You're raising kids. They have to have a mind of their own, correct? Okay, so why wouldn't you open it to where they have variants of their options? From the three-point line in that game, it was as follows. Alex Caruso, 50%. He was 1 of 2. Anthony Davis, 40%. He was 2 of 5. KCP was 3 of 8, which is 37.5%. At that time, Alex Caruso, LeBron James, and Danny Green had the 3 highest percentages. LeBron James at like 66.7% or somewhere in that ballpark. Alex Caruso, 50%, 1 of 2. Danny Green, 50%, 2 of 4. Before the shot. Now, if you're going to sit here and picture fit that he gave the ball to a man that shoots 50% from the 3. Now, again, this is for the individuals that believe that anybody else should have been in the game to shoot the shot. Those of you that believe that LeBron just wasn't supposed to have drove the ball or he had other options as far as how he was supposed to approach the last shot, I'll get to you in a second. But those that feel like Danny Green was the improper person to take the shot, 50%, the second highest behind LeBron James as far as field goal percentage from the three-point line in that game. He also held multiple finals three-point records before Steph Curry emerged as the greatest shooter or the superstar shooter that he is today. Tell me, where was the issue if you believed that the ball should have been given to another player to take the shot? LeBron James can go on to win these finals. Excuse me. And y'all will say the same thing. Oh, well, it could have been won earlier. I still say he should have took that shot. He won, but it hurt his legacy by him not shooting that last basket in the manner of which you wanted him to. But again, you have to prove, if you're going to be that anal about how somebody wins and loses, you have to prove that your way was the best way to have won that game. And if you bring up Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or any other Hall of Famer, legend, 50 greatest player of all time, or Mount Rushmore player to try to prove your point, I can tell you right now, they lost more games like that than they won. So you're still wrong. If you can pull up some percentages, maybe then we can have a discussion. But we're talking about a man 10 years to the finals. That's over half his tenure in the NBA. And we're talking about the most game winners in postseason history. I don't see how one can go back and forth with that. And before I close, I want to say this. I just watched a highlight earlier of a game that I remember very vividly. Lakers versus Chicago Bulls, Christmas Day, some years back. Kobe Bryant, they inbound the ball to Kobe Bryant. He dribbles all the way across the three-point line, drives back in after, not necessarily to the paint, but right outside the paint, and ends up in the same exact place LeBron James did when he threw the ball, for some of y'all, deferred the ball to Danny Green. Guess what Kobe did? You're right, he shot it. Guess what happened? You're wrong, he didn't make it. You're wrong, he didn't miss it. Well, technically, I guess he missed it. It was blocked. He had 3, maybe, arguably 4 players on him, but 3 players on him, and he drove down the side to shoot the basketball right outside the paint. Derek Fisher, one of the most clutch individuals of all time, and Jordan Farmar, who is still a good three-point shooter, were wide open. He could see them both blatantly and chose to shoot the ball. It gets blocked with ease, and the game is over with. So again, and that was a Christmas Day game. It's not the same implications. It was not playoffs, but the mentality behind what's going on the court is the same. You're trying to win the game, are you not? So let's quit this narrative of you have to take the last shot to be considered a GOAT, or you have to take the last shot to be in the realm of Kobe or Jordan or whoever. LeBron James has found his own way to be great. Can we not honor that? Can we not respect that? If we can't at least say, hey, I appreciate the way he chose to win, then you have to give me a new narrative. Make that make sense. Are you drunk yet?